State officials are urging the public to avoid the water at Lake Hartwell because of a potentially toxic algae bloom. Our Kelsey O'Donnell explains what's behind the warning.
The South Carolina Department of Environmental Services says they've confirmed what's called a harmful algal bloom here on Lake Hartwell that can be toxic for people and for pets. Coves and waterways on Lake Hartwell are home to an unwelcome toxin this week, prompting warnings for residents and visitors to stay out of the water. Anderson County Emergency Management went onto the lake to identify areas showing signs of harmful algal bloom activity. We tagged along, checking areas it's been reported.
I don't see any in this cove.
Earlier this week, the bloom was reported as a distinct blue-green color. Friday, it shifted to more of a green-yellow hue, a sign the Department of Environmental Services says shows the bloom is changing with weather and water conditions.
It's kind of moved its way under the double bridges.
It looks very similar to pollen. However, the difference is that the pollen will congregate on top of the water, and the toxic algae appears to flow more with the water, collecting near coves and shorelines. Despite the warning, some locals still enjoy the lake, but from a safe distance on shore, as Bryson Meeks and his mom, Kayla, spent the day in search of the perfect catch.
When I'm younger, I kind of remember a little bit of it, and we would just have to go somewhere else. But yeah, I remember not being able to get in it when you saw it.
Health officials say these blooms are not unusual in warm conditions this time of year, but they're toxic to people and especially dangerous for pets.
So it kind of looks gross. I don't know why you really would want to get in it, but I didn't realize it was toxic to animals.
There is a dragon boat race scheduled to take place this weekend on Lake Hartwell. Event organizers tell us once this rain comes through this evening, they'll be reassessing the waterways in the morning to see if those conditions improve. Reporting at Lake Hartwell, Kelsey O'Donnell, 7 News.
The South Carolina Department of Environmental Services says the toxic blooms can persist for several weeks on the lake. And if an animal comes in contact with it, talk to a vet immediately.